Good evening or afternoon, world. It's 4:17 p.m. I just came back from work. Today was busy as fuck. I got out around like 3:24, and they made me mop the whole fucking restaurant. I told you, line guys are fucking lazy. Yeah. Today they made me mop the entire restaurant, the kitchen and the dining area, and the bathrooms. And it was fucking busy, man. Because the line guys are fucking lazy as fuck. Yeah, they're lazy people, obviously. They're lazy. But I don't mind working Sundays because Sundays there's two dishwashers, so I only have to take the dishes out. I don't have to like wash and take the dishes out. Whereas weekends I gotta do both because I'm on my own. But weekdays are not that busy. Whereas weekend today was busy. Today we had like I don't know 200 like 70 customers, 250 customers. It was busy, man. It was busy from like 9 in the morning all the way till like 2. It was crazy. It's like 200 like 50 customers. Yeah. Ivan, is the restaurant you work and make a lot of money? Yeah, it's doing pretty. It must be doing pretty good. That Coco Fruity probably makes maybe 700,000 to $1 million a year, around there. The Cora's I worked at probably made 1 million 2, maybe 1 million 3, 1 million 4, 1 million 5, maybe a year. The Cora's I worked at because Cora's was a lot more busy than the Coco Fruity. But Coco Fruity is making good money, obviously. The restaurant's obviously doing pretty good. Otherwise, it would have closed down. The restaurant's obviously profitable. I'm assuming it's profitable, right? Yeah. It's doing pretty good, obviously. It's doing pretty good, the restaurant. It's doing pretty good, the restaurant. It's doing pretty good, the restaurant, obviously. And I thought the manager owned the place. He doesn't own the place. No, he doesn't own the place, Ivan. He's the manager here. I'm like, oh, he's a general manager. Yeah, he doesn't own the place. He's a hired general manager. So my guess is he did his training and then he became they made him the manager of the restaurant. He runs the restaurant. He's the one responsible for hiring everyone. I think him and another chick. He's the he's a general manager, but he's like the kitchen manager. And there's one I think that redhead. She not the redhead I like. Another lady. She's also a redhead. I think she's the manager of the waitresses. I think those two are the managers, obviously. Obviously. And my guess is they pay him a salary. He's probably paid a salary, obviously. Maybe a 45, $50,000. He's probably making pretty good money. 45, 50K a year. He's doing pretty good for himself, obviously. But he made me mop the fucking restaurant again. I told you, man. All these fucking line guys and managers, they slack off, man. And today the manager didn't even do the cleaning. He went in the back. He was on his phone, and all the other line guys cleaned the kitchen, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And he went in his and that other Asian guy goes, he's late. That Asian guy, don't hate me. That Asian guy is lazy as fuck, man. He's like, yeah, I've been mopped the kitchen and mopped the front when he could have easily done it. But you can tell that guy he doesn't like mopping. He doesn't. The kitchen's not bad, but he doesn't like mopping the dining area. That's why he always makes the other guys do it. The other line guys do it, or they make me do it. They're like, Ivan, when you're done, mop the whole restaurant. Weekends. It's what it sucks because you you have to mop like the entire restaurant. Whereas weekdays you mop most of it, but there's a little area you don't have to mop. There's like two areas you don't have to mop because it's not available to the customers on weekdays. Whereas weekends you have to mop the entire restaurant. Since I are, you have to mop the entire restaurant during the weekend. You have to mop the entire restaurant during the weekend. Because I told you, those guys are all fucking lazy. They work hard, but they're lazy people, man. They're all fucking lazy, you know what I'm saying? They're lazy as fuck. I'm saying, yeah. You slack off. I slack off a little, but I don't slack off the way they slack off. Like, by slacking off, I mean, like, the only thing that I slack off with is like the dishes sometimes. Sometimes whenever you're supposed to scrub the place, I don't scrub it. I just put the dishes through the machine, and usually it cleans most of the place, obviously. Sometimes I do that. Other than that, I work hard. I always take out the garbage. I always take out the cardboards. They always make me take out the garbage because they're lazy. They don't want to take out the garbage, obviously. And the other dishwasher who I work with, he works hard. He's a hard worker. He actually works really hard, that guy. He's like, we make a good team. You know what I'm saying? Me and him we make a good dishwashing team because he's fast. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fast too. When I take out the plates, I'm fast. When he washes the dishes, he's very fast, obviously. Whereas the line guys and all them, they're all fucking lazy, man. They're fucking lazy people, I'm saying. The only one who's actually a pretty hard worker is that one guy. I don't know his name, but he's a hard worker. He actually always like goes out and mops the restaurant. He works hard. And the other ones are all kind of lazy. They're a bit lazy though. They work hard, but they're a bit lazy. The Asian guy, don't hate me. He's lazy as fuck, man. On week one, I remember one shift I caught him slacking off like crazy. He was like texting on his phone for like 30 minutes. I'm like, what are you doing? You're supposed to work, something. Yeah, he's lazy as fuck. That guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a pretty hard worker. He works hard, obviously. When the manager's there, he works hard. But when the manager's not there, he slacks off. And he doesn't like mopping the restaurant. He hates mopping it. And that's why he always makes the other line guy do it, or they make me do it because they're lazy. They don't want to mop it, obviously. I was mopping the restaurant annoying. Yes, man. It takes like 30 minutes to do, man. 30 minutes to do. It's fucking annoying. Took me like 25 minutes to mop that place, man. 30 minutes to mop it. It was long, man. That's why they're lazy. They don't want to do it. I don't want to mop. I don't get paid enough for this shit, man. Yeah, they don't get paid enough for that shit. Obviously. Yeah, man. If you pay the manager, like, don't hate me, Coco Fruity. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the front office. If you pay your managers 45, 50K, they're gonna work hard for you, but they're gonna slack off a little bit, man. Guaranteed. It's not just the Coco Fruity manager. I see it in every restaurant. They all slack off a little bit. They work hard. They're hard fucking. They work their asses off, but they're gonna slack off a little bit because they don't get paid enough, man. Because these front offices at all these restaurant companies are all fucking cheap. They're not Ivan O'Mara, who actually could pay you, like, will pay the head chefs 400K and pay the assistants 150K because they're not generous like me. Whereas they're all fucking cheap. They pay the managers like 45K, 50K. They're going to work hard for you, but they're guaranteed they're going to slack off a little bit. All your employees are going to slack off a little bit because they don't get paid enough. They get paid minimum wage. And some of the line guys maybe make 17 an hour. They make maybe 40K if they work full time. They're going to slack off a little bit because they don't get paid enough money. 40K is not bad. If you live on your own, you're doing pretty good if you make 40K. Obviously, but if you have a family, it could be tough. If you live on your own, 40K, you're living a pretty good life. You're making a pretty good living, obviously. But if you have but like, it's still not like you're not living the rich life, but you're doing pretty good for yourself. To do pretty good for yourself, if you live on your own, you gotta make at least like 60,000+, man. Even 50K is not bad. 50K is pretty good. You gotta make at least 60,000+ a year if you want to be doing pretty good for yourself. If you live on your own. And if you have a family, you got to make like 80, 90K if you want to be doing pretty good. You make 50, 60K, you're doing fine, you're surviving, but it could be a bit tough for you if you have a family, you make 60K. Hence why you usually have two incomes. You have your wife's income, and you need your wife to help you out, obviously. The guy pays for the mortgage, the wife helps him out by paying for the food. You know what I'm saying? And they help you out. Usually how it works is the man pays the mortgage, the wife handles the electricity bills, water bills, and like food. They pay for that. And the husband pays for the mortgage. That's usually how it works in the house, right? Obviously. Yeah, my guess is that manager probably makes like 50K a year, 45, 50K. He doesn't get paid enough, man. That's why he's gonna slack off a little bit, obviously, guaranteed. I mean, is he a hard worker? Yeah, he's a hard worker. He works his ass off, obviously. But I catch him slacking off sometimes because he doesn't get paid enough, man. You pay him 50K, they're gonna slack off a little bit, guaranteed. They're gonna slack off a little bit because I don't get paid enough for this shit. Fuck this! I'm not killing my body for 50K a year. I'm not mopping this fucking restaurant. I'll make the dishwashers do it. Yeah, because they're all fucking lazy, obviously. Whereas if you pay them 150K, they won't mind mopping it because they actually know they're getting paid. They're gonna work a little harder for you because they're getting a nice paycheck. They're living a great life. Some singer. They're living a great life. They're living a great life. Hence why the head chefs are going to work really hard for me. If Eric Chong's hired, you're going to see how hard he's going to work for me because he's getting a $400,000 paycheck. He's going to work hard. He actually won't slack off. He'll work really hard. Some days he'll slack off a little, obviously, but he'll work really hard. And because he's a head chef, he doesn't have to do as much work. Like I'm like, Eric, you don't have to prep the food. If you don't want to, you can get the other chefs to do it, but don't be lazy. I want you working. You still have to cook the food. You still have to prep the food sometimes. Obviously. Yeah. And I'm going to tell the chefs, look, man, don't take advantage of the dishwashers like they do at the restaurants. Look, man, if the dishwashers have a lot of dishes to wash and you have time to take out the garbage, take out the garbage. Don't make them do it. Don't abuse your fucking. Don't take advantage of them, guys. Guys, trust me. I worked at restaurants. These line guys always take advantage of dishwashers. They make them do everything. Sometimes they can easily take out the garbage, and they always make me do it because they're fucking lazy, man. Ivan, can you please take out the garbage? I remember on my Friday shift, I worked. I had a bunch of dishes to wash, and that Asian guy's, Ivan, come help me take out the garbage. Like, you can easily take it out yourself. Why are you asking me to take it out to help you? You can easily take it out yourself. I have dishes to wash, man. Because he's lazy, obviously. He's lazy as fuck, that guy. Why is he lazy? Because he doesn't get paid enough, man. That guy probably makes he's a supervisor, right? He's like a supervisor role. He's like an assistant manager. He probably makes maybe 17 an hour working there. Like a $35,000 salary he makes. You pay him that, he's gonna slack off. Because if you live on your own, you're living. That's not bad. You can pay your apartment rent, but you're barely making it by. You're doing okay. You're not doing that great. They're gonna slack off, guaranteed. Also, whereas you pay them 150K, they're gonna work really hard for you because with that money, they know they can live the life. They can pay their apartment rent for a couple of years. They can buy their nice used car. They can live that great life, Sarah. In other words, when I offer the crewman the 150K salary, some of them might cry because they know they're never gonna make this money in Rolls. Ivan, thank you, man. Like Hollywood's fucking cheap. They pay me like 40K. The Lord of the Rings crewman and Hobbit crewman are gonna. Some of them might cry. Ivan, thank you. I can feed my family with this money. I can rent out my apartment for a couple of years. I can get my nice used car. I always wanted to get this car, Ivan. I can get this car. My dream $18,000 car. I use one, right? It's still a nice car, obviously. I can rent out a nice high-end apartment, like a $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 a month apartment I can rent. I can go on a one-week vacation and live a great life with that money. They're going to work hard for me, obviously. Some center. They're going to work hard for me. They're going to work hard for me, Sincere. They're going to work hard for me. Hence why I always catch. Don't hate me, guys, at Go Fruity. I always catch all the line guys. They all slack off. Even the dishwasher who works with me, he slacks off a little bit too, obviously. Ivan, what does he slack off in? He slacks off in when he cleans the dish. You know, on the end of your shift when you have to clean the dish pit, he didn't clean the whole thing today. It was a mess. I saw a bunch of dirt on the side. He didn't clean it, and you're supposed to clean it. Yeah, I told you they're all gonna slack off, man, because they don't get paid enough, man. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying here? How they work hard, but they all slack off. Sometimes they don't do this, they don't do that because they don't get paid enough. That's why they're all gonna slack off, guaranteed, man. It doesn't matter if you yell at them, tell them to work hard, they're gonna slack off some things because they don't get paid enough money. Even I slack off a little bit. Sometimes, especially when a dish pit's full, I just take the plates, I just stack them. I'm like, fuck it. I put it through the machine. I don't scrub it because it's a lot of fun. I have so much plates to wash. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm saying they're all gonna fucking slack off, guaranteed, man. Whereas my team, they'll slack off a little bit, but they're not gonna slack off the way these guys slack off. They're gonna work really hard because they're getting a rich salary, obviously, a rich paycheck. The crewmen are all gonna work hard because they're getting a nice paycheck. I'm saying. The crewmen are all going to work hard because they're getting a nice paycheck. Sincere. The chick didn't work today. I was a bit bummed out she didn't work. There's a new chick that I saw today. She's pretty hot. You can argue she's the second hottest chick there. She's not as hot as the redhead, though. The redhead's hotter than her, but I saw there was one new chick that started work today. She was pretty hot. Yeah. She was pretty hot, obviously. But see, I'm like, yeah, she's not the redhead. I'm going for the redhead, man. The redhead's the hottest one there by far, my son. Like the redhead is like hot. The other ones are like are like pretty hot. They're hot too, but like they're pretty hot. They're hot too, obviously. But they're not. In my personal opinion, some people might think the other ones are hotter, but in my personal opinion, I think the redhead's the hottest one. And there's a few of them there who are pretty hot. They're pretty hot chicks, obviously. They're attractive chicks, obviously. Some Sarah. There's maybe like 3 or 4 of them who are pretty attractive. They're attractive chicks. You know what I'm saying? They're not like ugly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's one chick. She's a brunette. There's a blonde chick. She's pretty hot. She's a hot chick. And then there's this one chick who I find very cute. She's hot too. But she looks young. She looks like she's like 18. She's like a small girl, but she's an attractive chick. She's a beautiful chick. Obviously, and then there's that new one who came. She was pretty hot, but she looks a bit slutty though, a bit like of a slutty chick. And she's not as hot as the redhead. I'm like, yeah, she's hot, but she's not as hot as the redhead. The redhead's hot. She's like maybe that chick is maybe like I don't know, like a 7 out of 10 for me. She's hot, but the redhead is like an 8. She's hot, man. The redhead's hot. Obviously, she's hot, my son. She's a hot chick. Yeah. After this, I'm gonna go work on the lawn for maybe like 40 minutes. I haven't worked on it in days. I'm gonna go on the treadmill today. I'm gonna go on the treadmill tomorrow. I took like 3 days off in the treadmill because I was lazy. I want to lose this weight, so I gotta be serious. Obviously, I've been slacking off a little bit because I was tired. I work tomorrow at 9, but Mondays are slack. Mondays are not that busy, so. Whereas week today was fucking busy. Although it was busy as fuck today, man. It was very busy today. The restaurant was packed, like all day from like morning all the way to like 2 o'clock. 200, like I don't know, 50, 40 customers. It was busy, man. Yeah. See what I'm saying? I'm not kidding around. I know you guys love these videos. You better enjoy it. Because once I find out I have to die to be my wife, I'm peacing out, man. You're not saved, I'm saying. You shouldn't have touched her. You should have just done the right thing and let me be with her, and I would have made fucking thousands of videos for you, and I would have been in Hollywood. You would have seen my glory in Hollywood in the public eye. You guys want to see me have sex because you're crazy. That's why you caused this mess, knowing I would die, and if you touch VJ, and now I'm peacing out, and I'm getting very deserved, man. You guys are wicked people. Fucking wicked people, man, yeah. So we're down to 3 weeks, guys. And I'm going to ask the chick on a date. I'm going to ask her on a date. In 3 weeks. I'm going to ask her on a date in 3 weeks, guys. Three weeks, guys, I'm going to ask her on a date. 3 weeks, guys, I'm going to ask her on a date. The chick. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, guys. Ivan, are you going to keep a date to yourself? Yes. Otherwise, if they know, they're gonna start hating on me, man. Today I noticed, because of my keys, obviously, I was tripping a little bit. I noticed how everyone at work was hating on me. Like, I told you, man. I fucking told you. I fucking told you, man. Because I have the keys, everyone always hates on me with the keys, man. What I think, right? They hate on me all the time. Yeah, man. The whole restaurant was hating on me today like crazy. I was feeling a bit uncomfortable, obviously. They were hating on me hardcore, man. Yeah, man. And I know if they know I go on that date, they're gonna start hating on me. You're gonna see the manager, all the waiters, and all the kitchen staff. They're gonna start hating on me like crazy because I have the keys in. Because they're jealous, obviously. That's why they hate on me with the keys, obviously. They hate on me, yeah, man, because they're jealous, obviously. Yeah. They hate everywhere I work. Everyone hates on me. It's crazy, man. I'm pretty sure people hate on VJ all the time too, but VJ doesn't care. You know, I don't care if they hate on me. I mean, I'm used to the keys. Yeah, they hate on VJ too, obviously, because VJ has the keys like me, obviously. But they hate on me like crazy at work. It's crazy. Obviously, and when they hate on me, I start to feel a bit uncomfortable. Because that's why somebody asked of God, how can you give me these keys? So Ivan, like, I'm sorry, man. You want to open your own door or what? You need to be able to make your money. And you need to have the world with your mind, yeah. Obviously. They're gonna start hating on me, man. Trust me, if they find out I'm going on a date with this chick, you're gonna see and you're gonna see them all hating on me, man, like crazy. Like, it's something so bad, I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. And the chick is like, Ivan, are you okay? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The chick will tell me, Ivan, are you okay? Because I might be like uncomfortable. She might tell me, Ivan, are you okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? It's because they're hating on me. And she's like, yeah, Ivan, they're just jealous that we're on this date, Ivan. That's why they're hating on you. Yeah, obviously. That's why I'm not telling them shit. It's not their business, obviously. Because I know they're going to start hating on me. And the manager's going to start yelling at me too, picking on me and yelling on me all the time. Because he always picks on me and yells at me all the time, Sarah. Like, that's what pisses me off. All these other fucking line guys, they slack off. That Asian guy is lazy as fuck, man. He's lazy, that guy, man. You don't give him shit, and you give me shit for the most stupidest things. And you always yell at me all the time. You know what I'm saying? The one dishwasher I work today, he's a hard worker, obviously, but today, whenever I finished my shift, obviously, and I finished mopping the restaurant, The dish pit was not clean, man. Like the area there was dirty. He didn't clean it thoroughly because he slacked off a little bit. Because I told you they all slack off. You don't give him shit, and if I did that, you would give me shit. Because the manager, what he always picks on me. He always hates on me all the time. Yeah. He always picks on me, Sarah. He always picks on me. Yeah. Hence why when I asked a chick on a date in 3 weeks now, I'm gonna do it, guys. I don't know, June 20th around there. 3 Fridays from now, I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna start counting it down. So we have this Friday, then we have a Friday after that, and we have the Friday after that. That's the Friday I'm gonna ask her on a date. I'm gonna do it. And if she rejects my ass, I'll be crushed, and I'll be embarrassed the next day when I go to work. And man, if you crush me like that, I am never asking for your number ever again, and it's over. I'm not going for you anymore. But she won't reject me. I'm fucking white. I'm the son of God. I'm a handsome man, man. How can you reject his handsome face? How can you deny his handsome face, man? Yeah. She knows I'm healthy. She knows I'm fresh. She knows what? Ivan's 100% healthy. He's fresh. And what? He's God's son. I'm the son of the creator of the universe. Obviously, some Sarah. Yeah. My flesh is what was created. So the sun is my flesh, my human flesh. My human nature is the sun, and the spirit that's in me is my father, obviously, which is me. Me in the flesh, obviously. My father is me. I created my own flesh. It's not like Jesus in the Bible whereby he actually has his own father. I'm my own father. I'm God in the flesh. I create my own flesh, obviously. And I'm God's son. Yeah. Don't hate me, I'm saying. Yeah, I'm God's son, obviously. Hence why don't let the employees know. They'll be fine, obviously. If the employees find out I'm going on a date with her, they'll be fine, but they're gonna be a bit jealous and start acting crazy. They're gonna start hating on me like crazy, man. And today I told you that everyone who works hating on me. Because whatever I think, it's like the noise goes viral, and you notice how everyone at work starts hating on you, man, like crazy. I'm like, holy shit, man. These people just like pick on me all the time. They always like hate on me with the keys. Yeah, man, I told you, man. That's why I always ask them, God, how can you give me these keys? They're a curse. It's a curse. It's a curse, man. It's a curse, yeah. When I watch movies, even the actors in the movies hate on me too. Because they can read my mind, because I'm a timeless being. When I watch a movie, even the people in the movie can read my mind when I'm watching it. And they always hate on me too. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I noticed that when I watch movies, they can read our mind. Yeah, when we watch movies, the actors can still read our mind because we're timeless beings. Because we're outside of time, our spirit's outside of time, it doesn't matter if the movie was made 100 years ago, 50 years ago, or now, they can still read our mind because me and Vijay are timeless beings. Don't hate us, I'm saying. Me and Vijay are spirits. Because our spirit is outside of time because we're created. Because we're God, our spirit is outside of time. But our human body was created in time. I'm saying, I'm God born in time. My spirit is outside of time because I'm God, obviously. Hence why I can live forever. Hence why whenever I watch movies 100 years ago, 50 years ago, when I watch shows like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they can still read my mind. They read my mind as if they're present. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm a timeless being. See what I'm saying? And I know it's how they hate on me too like crazy. They fucking hate on me, man. All the shows I watch, on all the YouTube shows I watch, the guys hate on me. The movies I watch, they hate on me. Yeah, they all hate on me, man, all the time. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. That's why I hate these keys. They're cursed, obviously. Hence why the chick did not work today. But when you watch this video, you know what I'm saying, when you watch this video, please, if I ask you on a date and you're happy, you're excited, I recommend you don't tell the employees. Di ninguém ha de passar mi clave Coco Fruity. They're gonna get a bit jealous, a little bit jealous, and they're gonna start hating on me, man. And if they hate on me, they're gonna make me uncomfortable to the point where like, oh my god, I don't say, Ivan, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Because they're hating on me like hardcore. I'm like, oh, what do I do to you, man? Because they're jealous of the fact I'm taking this chick on a hot date, obviously. Because I guarantee you, a couple of those guys are flirting with her at work. That pretty attractive, the guy who's pretty good looking, who's a waiter, he's a pretty good looking guy. He might be flirting with her. He talks to her a lot. He might be flirting with her. I don't know if he is. The Asian guy might be flirting with her. The manager might be flirting with her. I don't know. If they are, then that's competition. I'm gonna have to fight to get her, obviously. And chances are she's flirting with other men, maybe at school, because she's an attractive chick, and she's probably flirting with some attractive men at school, because she's an attractive chick. If you're an attractive chick, guarantee you're flirting with some men, one or two like attractive men. If you're an attractive woman, you're flirting with some attractive men, obviously. I'm sorry. Shut my camera here.